What is up, everyone? It's your boy Danny G here in the house. Baddog, I just watched your video, man. Shout out to you, but I just want to respond to it a little bit. So you were saying that you just thought, the whole TTC being stupid, or where, us Niner fans talking smack against the Giants and both teams are bad. But Baddog, honestly, bro, I feel like that's that's what makes the TTC great, is because no matter how bad your team is, no matter how shitty your season, I can't talk. No matter how shitty of a season you're having, no matter just how bad it overall looks for your franchise, for your team at that moment, you can talk all the shit you want on YouTube. Even if you're going up against a team that's good, you can. But even better, if you're going up against another team that's bad, oh boy, you can actually make it feel as if your team's good for that week, and you have something to say about it. In this case, despite it being against the Raiders, Nick Mullins looked really good. I mean, he threw for 3 touchdowns, 262 yards, and your defense isn't that much better than the Raiders either. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. But now, as for you saying you're not in the TTC anymore, honestly, that was kind of news to me. I didn't really know that. But as far as I'm concerned, that whole notion of, I'm making videos on YouTube, but I'm not in the TTC. I mean, I even kind of tried, when I was 14, I tried to quit the TTC, and then I still made videos, and it was there's really nothing technical about it, really. I mean, you can't really technically, be, listed on an official, government document that says trash talking circle. Oh, you take yourself off that. You're just making videos. I mean, there's nothing like that. I mean, so honestly, the whole concept of it is stupid. As far as I'm concerned, you're making videos on YouTube. You don't have to talk about, you have to use the words trash talking circle or any of that bullshit. You can just kind of make videos, do your own thing. I mean, there's plenty of people that have said that they don't like that they think the whole concept of, being a fan of a shitty team and making videos is stupid, and that's why they think the TTC is stupid. But what I do is I don't really bother making videos when I know my team sucks and isn't going to win the game that we're playing against. That's why I haven't made videos this week for a lot of the games we played, because I didn't see us winning them, so I didn't see any point in making videos. It didn't make me a Fairweather fan or anything. It just meant that I saw no point in making that particular trash talk video. But, so that's what I do. I mean, there's some people that think that they have to make a video every week about your team just because you say you're in the TTC. You really don't. You really don't. I mean, it shows you as being more loyal if you do and try to attempt. And trust me, I've made a lot more videos through some bad Niner teams that just weren't quite this bad, so I was still able to kind of talk a little bit of smack. But, I mean, hey, last year I made quite a bit of videos, and 2-14 season I made a few, But, as for what you were saying about us being kind of stupid in the Jimmy G deal, the way Jimmy G played last year, he could take us to he could take us deep into the playoffs in at least the next two years, with him being back next year. I mean, maybe the 5-year deal was a little much, and maybe, the money in the contract was a little much, but Jimmy G has been the first spark of this team last year that have shown any promise as to being a franchise quarterback. I mean, Alex Smith in 2012, finally, after all those shitty years, kind of started to look better. Started to look really good, I should say. And then Kaepernick took over. We all know what happened there. I mean, people even thought that Kaepernick for a little bit was a franchise QB, but then we all saw what happened then. But Jimmy G, next year, being healthy, he has the power to actually take the Niners really far. And as for Nick Mullins goes, I'm really happy that he's our quarterback now, because the way that he played against the Giants, I mean, you were talking about how bad our O-line is and how, much sacks we given up. Did you see how many times we were sacked, though? I mean, yeah, I know it's the Raiders, but did you see how many times was Nick Mullins sacked, though? I mean, his pocket presence was incredible. He looked poised. The way he was able to drop back out of the pocket and just make a smart throw. He was not afraid like C.J. Beathard has been this year. He knew what he was doing. He used his common sense, his smarts to just throw the ball away if he had to, and he usually just was able to complete a pass. I mean, so I don't see him getting sacked really too many times, if at all, against you guys. I see him, continuing getting some good practice playing in the NFL, making smart plays, and I see him actually I don't really see us winning a whole lot of games this year. I mean, I'm going to be at this game, so I want us to win this game. That's part of the reason I made a video, because this is my first ever home game that I'm going to be at. I got free tickets. Shout out to one of my longtime friends from the AZ Niner Empire for hooking that up. I'm really looking forward to that. I was going to the Bay Area on my trip this week anyway, so I was trying to actually get some cheap tickets to this game. I ended up getting them for free, so I'm really happy about that. Anyway, I'm just pumped as fuck. I'm excited. I'm actually hoping to really see us get a win this week. So that's why I made a trash talking video here. I see 49 Cents made a video. That's another thing. I mean, Niners and Giants, I mean, they had a kind of a rivalry back in the 80s and all that, and the 90s or whatever. It was kind of before my time. But, I mean, I know a little bit about that history, though, and like in the 2002 wild card game and all that. So I know the Niners and the New York Giants kind of have a little bit of a rivalry, but like we're not in the same division, so it's not really a whole lot. We don't play each other like too much. As far as there's some people in the TTC that only make videos for like if they're for like a rival team, and there's other people like my boy 49 Cents that'll just make a video for whatever team we play. Like it doesn't matter. It could be the Jacksonville Jaguars. 49 Cents will make a video trashing them. I mean, everyone has their own style. I mean, I honestly think the whole concept of TTC, as much as I've like saying it and everything, it's kind of a concept that's getting a little old. I mean, we can kind of just say, hey, we're making videos, repping our teams here. I mean, that's all we're pretty much doing. But anyway, that's all I got. Shout out to you, Baddog. Let's get this W this week. Let's go Niners. I'm out. Peace.